Hey guys, my name's Cameron Griffith, owner of Midlothian Suites, Airbnb and property management company. We're here at the Canadian Real Estate Channel, our building downtown Burlington, the Inn on Brant. Just want to take you guys inside for a quick tour. So we're here at the Inn on Brant, main corridor to downtown Burlington. Plenty of development going on. We purchased this place. We knew it'd be a great spot for our Airbnb business. Downtown's just around the corner. It's restaurants, pubs, gyms, coffee shops, everything at your fingertips. We purchased this property last May, fully renovated it from top to bottom. We knew this property would make a good short-term rental for the area, especially with people transitioning in between closes on their properties and renovating their properties, which there's plenty of going on right now.
Awesome. So you mentioned you purchased in May. What was the purchase price? And if you don't mind going through some of the renovations and how all that kind of came into fruition.
Purchase price was $1.5 million, $300,000 over that initial asking price. We had someone try to buy the contract off us. We put about $200,000 into it, including carrying costs. Have a great contractor, Harbs Plumbing. Turn the building over, top to bottom, windows, doors, everything you could imagine. And we've actually sold the property to developers for $2.1 million. It's closing this week.
Wow, so just in 1 year, you purchased at $1.5 million, now you sold it for $2.1 million. That's pretty crazy. Is that well known around this area, or Burlington's just on fire? What's going on here?
We definitely saw the potential in it. We see the potential in the city. It's a good bedroom community to Toronto, and we know there's tons of families trying to settle here. With high-rise development going crazy as well, there's a stop work permit in Burlington for high-rise. We knew that there was definitely a market for this, so we wanted to fill that void.
Okay, and from my understanding that we were kind of talking before we turn on the camera here, they bought this property off you, but you're still going to keep going as a short-term rental with Airbnb Arbitrage, is that correct? How's that situation working with the developer?
Yes, we pay about $4,000 rent for the whole building. We're in charge of all amenities, lawn cutting, snow removal, utilities. That leaves everything in our hands, giving them a complete passive investment until full development, which is at least 5 years down the road.
Okay. And what do one of these typical units go for a night?
So 2 bedrooms go for $179 a night. The 1 bedroom downstairs is $135 a night.
Okay.
Those prices do vary with summer, Sound and Music Festival, Rib Fest, and obviously the price of inflation, we're due to go up.
Awesome. So yeah, if you don't mind giving us a quick tour and showing us some of the renovations you guys did and like what the property looked like before, and you know, what were some of the key things that you did here to get it up to the standards that you think it deserves to be kind of short-term rental here in Burlington?
Absolutely. Well, my contractor, Harbs Plumbing, he did a fantastic job. We had heavy smokers in the building, put all new windows and doors in everywhere, nice vinyl, heavy-duty floors to keep the traffic, no use for that, new paint, nice custom washrooms, all new electrical fixtures, granite vanities, new kitchen.
And how much was the renovation cost?
About $185,000.
Okay.
For all 3 units. Harbs Plumbing turned it over in about 2 months. So very quick transition. They're very good at what they do, making our job much easier, turning everything around at the end.
So by July, basically after you purchased it and started the renovations, you had it listed on Airbnb?
We were beginning of September. There was a little bit of a learning curve, getting everything ordered, trying to do things wirelessly, do it the right way. But we learned off that, and we're going to move forward with the same model.
Okay. And so what are you currently doing right now with your business? So you're doing Airbnb Arbitrage, or I heard you're also doing the property management?
Yes, we're getting into co-hosting. We're mainly Arbitrage right now. We've had a lot of inquiries for co-hosting, managing people's Airbnbs. We're looking to scale that end of our business up. So if you're looking for a co-host or property manager for your Airbnbs, please give me Midlothian Suites a call.
So Cam, before this, you've done a bunch of just normal rentals,
Yep.
correct? How many rentals have you done so far?
I had about 7 about 13 doors at one point, scaled that back dramatically to sole concentrate on Airbnb and our arbitrage and co-management business.
Okay, and what do you see in when you're renovating and setting things up in regards to security and fire protection, just everything? Like, what's the big difference between these short-term rentals and just a normal rental? Like, what are you planning for, building, all that type of stuff?
Definitely high durable grade products that are going to stick up to the wear and tear. There is less wear and tear in Airbnb, and that is a fact. We've definitely seen that compared to long-term rentals. We definitely see a place for security. People appreciate a secure premises. It also helps you as an owner of the business to check up on your property, check up on your cleaners, verify a tradesman has left after he says he's fixed something. So there's many layers to where a camera can play advantage. Specifically in this unit being a triplex, people leaving a single family dwelling, coming to stay here during a renovation or between a close of a property, they love to know that there is another added layer of protection with security cameras on site. Specifically ask about them. We get lots of questions regarding them. And it's another thing you can add to your checklist on your Airbnb as amenities that you have on site. So plenty of good advantages for securing your property with cameras. Fire protection, everything goes by municipal code. Make sure you touch base with your local firefighter, get up to date with your municipal code in that sense, and put whatever needs to be done in place.
Awesome. And I guess as like an Airbnb host, like attaining that superhost status is very important. Do you have superhost status? What did it take to get superhost status, and how do you maintain and keep that? And you know, as you're starting to grow your portfolio and you have multiple Airbnbs, are you creating separate accounts there? So you're, you know, having to get superhost status on each, or are you just, you know, kind of managing them all from there? How does that work?
We do have superhost status. We plan on keeping it. It's all 5-star reviews. I don't look at anything less than that. I think 4.8 will keep you above that threshold, but we aim for 5 and 5 only. You try to give people a very clean place. Treat it like it's your own home. Have your cleaners ensure they treat it like it's their home, and you'll always maintain that status. Give people above and beyond, I truly believe, and it's always been successful on that point. It did take us about 6 to 8 weeks to attain status, but we were simultaneously launching 3 units at the same time, which we had full bookings on. So that gave us a core advantage in that sense. All our units will be listed through our platform, and that's another advantage of managing and as co-managing your property, is you'll be going through our superhost status and gaining all the advantages of that through the platform. We opted with this unit being on Brant to go with more of a hotel setting instead of a vacation rental setting. My wife and partner in crime, she's done her digging, and she opted to go with basic, nothing much on the table, basic hotel setting, give people everything they need, overstocked kitchen in that sense, but just the bare bones. Instead of making it feel as homey, go for the hotel setting. It's been very successful with that, and you can put a lot more into it money-wise, but you won't see any return in certain areas. So that's why we opted to kind of move towards a hotel setting with this building. It's been very successful.
Awesome.
Which I was like, kind of like, no, like you gotta get the knickknacks. I was gonna buy more of those pictures and stuff. She's like, no, like we just gotta like do it basic. And 2 of the 3, one was an interior designer renovating a custom $3 million home, Polish people, and she sent us a personal message on top of her review. I'm like, there's no way, okay, it's a nice place, no, fucking nice. Like, I was like, her review was like, come on, lady, like almost like they have to review like that because it's Airbnb. And then she sent my wife a message, and I'm like, she clearly like liked it that much. It's beautiful, like it's a stunning place, right? But I'm like, it was like, oh, above and beyond. Like, come on, like you're just like stroking me a little bit too hard for just basic, you know, just a basic hotel setting. But she's like, it was exactly as we envisioned it, basic hotel setting, all the amenities, and she truly appreciated that. So they didn't want anything more. So putting anything more wouldn't have given them, you know, anything. Wouldn't have asked for more return finance-wise. And we've heard that twice, and I'm like, yeah, she was right. You know, it's tough running a business with your wife, right? Because you're always just wondering if one's right or one's wrong, or you're just trying to push your impression on her as well, what you think. but I stayed in my lane, she stayed in her lane. I put a lot of trust in her, and she was like spot on with that. And she saved us quite a bit of money just putting knickknacks and stuff in that weren't needed. So definitely a lot of advantages to going for the basic hotel setting in a certain area that commands it, right? You do this up at a vacation rental or Grand Bend or up at Sauble Beach, you probably would see a return, but you could ask for more of a return when you sink a little bit more money into it, get the video games, the ping pong tables, whatever it may be.
Awesome, Cam. Well, thank you so much for taking us through this property, giving us a tour, and breaking down this unique situation, what you're doing here with re-rentals, co-hosting, and Airbnb and property management. What's the best way people can connect and follow you if they want to just learn about what you're doing here, or maybe they are interested in working with you and having them run you run their Airbnb for them? How can people connect with you?
Midlothian Suites on Instagram. It's one of the best places to find us. You can also find us at www.midlothiansuites.com, or you can reach out to me at 905-975-1834 directly. I'd be happy to help you. You can also reach us by email at info@midlothiansuites.com.